Good morning. It is Friday. It's day 6, I think, of our trip in Scotland. Yesterday we did Ben Macdui and Cairngorm. Today we're going to head up to Breariach, which is the third highest mountain in Scotland and the third highest mountain in the UK at 1,296 meters elevation. It's going to be a bit of a beast. We're definitely feeling it from yesterday. We've left Glenmore campsite. We've walked up the road just before the Sugar Bowl car park. You can pick up the trail from there. Is the Outmore Trail. Okay, this is the one we wanted to take yesterday. It's no longer maintained by the Forestry and Land of Scotland, so it's unsafe to travel past at Utsi Bridge. Luckily, we need to get to Utsi Bridge and then go over it rather than continue. So we're going to take this trail today for something different, and then we will check in along the way. Hit subscribe and see you soon. Okay, we have arrived at Utsi Bridge. It's not far to walk from the start of the trail. It's only taken us about 10 minutes to get here, if that. It's over this lovely gushing stream. There's the alternative route that comes down from the Sugar Bowl car park, which is there. This is the trail that's closed. I'm just going to walk over here. So I need to make a correction. It's actually day 7 in Scotland, not day 6. Van life in the days have all merged together as one. So this route that we're taking is actually quite an epic route. You can turn it into a 2 or 3 day hike and wild camp along the way, and you can pick off about 15 munros if you really wanted to. It'd be absolutely brutal to do it, but there is that option. So our route is going to take us hopefully through the Chalamain Gap, which is notoriously technical and difficult to navigate and negotiate your way through it. There are the possibility that we might bag 1 or 2 other munros along the way, depending on time and weather and how the trails look, how tired we are, especially after yesterday and this week's adventures. Definitely feeling it a little bit. It's already going to be the best part of a 27 odd K hike without doing anything extra, so we'll see what happens. But yes, it's definitely not one for the faint-hearted, this one. Probably should have done this at the start of the week and not the end, but that's where the fun is, right? Okay, onwards. Alright, so we're about 7k into this and almost 600 meter elevation. We're walking through this mad crazy gorge. These steps and rocks on the side. It's interesting, it's fun. We've been in the clouds for at least half an hour, and it's making everything quite surreal. I feel like I'm taking the ring to Mordor. Here she comes. It's quite humid, isn't it?
Hey.
It's like humid, but there's that moisture in the air at the same time. And I feel like I'm sweating. I am actually absolutely dripping. Yeah. And it's a cross between water and sweat for sure. No, there's no breeze anywhere. It's good. I'm enjoying it. It's a nice hike so far. So, you realise why it's getting rocky, because we have arrived at the Chalamain Gap. Look at it. Rocks and boulders either side in a valley. And you've got to cross all of that. And this is just the beginning, and it goes on for quite a while. Yeah, it's going to be a technical one. Okay, cameras off, hands required. You ready for this, babe? Yeah. Sure? Yeah? I'm going to put my gloves on. Oh, yeah, at least it's not snowing. All right, let's track all this one. Interesting.
Nice. Ish.
Oh, wow. Oh. Wow, that's slippery.
You okay?
Yeah. Leg breaker. We can get to that one, yeah?
Steve. We're going flat. It's gonna be up afterwards.
What?
It's gonna be up afterwards.
Take your time. Yep. Yep. Can't even say which bit to take because there's just different route and step through.
Yeah.
You okay? Good smile. Where you going? You just go more exploring, don't you?
Yes.
Take your time, baby. You're slippery. There's no natural way through it, is there? You just got to wing it. Yeah. Some are wedged and some are just like loose. Go. You good?
Yeah.
Wow. That was challenging. Chalamain Gap. So rocky, so slippery, so unstable. Walking through. Just had to stop filming and just concentrate on trying to get through. Yeah, a few scary moments. Foot slipped. Got wedged between two rocks, smashed my shins. Good fun. Love it. Wow. Definitely an experience if you've never done it, but be warned, it's very, very, very difficult and technical. So take care if you do. Okay, onwards. Back to flat path. Yay. You enjoyed that, babe? You good? Okay, so we followed the trail along from Chalamain Gap, and we've come to the point where we've got to head right down into the valley, all the way down, and it looks like I'm trying to see our trail. I'm sure we'll find out when we get there. Oh, it runs along, look. Runs along the stream, river. That's going to be interesting. Look at that, that's high. That is high. You ready? Yeah? Oh! Okay, so we follow the trail up, just the view, which is absolutely stunning, all over the valley below. This mountain here is the Craig Chalamain, I think that's how you pronounce it, 784 meters elevation, I believe. The gap is just there in the corner, that's where we came up. Over all the rocks, we followed all the trails down, we've walked along the river, between the gorge, climbed back up, and now we're heading up this way to, what's the name of the next one?
It was Sron Na Lairig.
Sron Na Lairig, don't know if that's pronounced right. 1,184 meters. So we've got to go up a munro as part of our route to try and get to Breariach. If I'm saying that, I'm probably not even pronouncing that right. But either way, that's where we're going. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge. It's starting to get steep and rocky, and the stony step ladders are starting to appear, aren't they? We're going to make progress. The sun's come out. It's really warm, actually. I'm like absolutely dripping. So we're going to get cracking because we're already 3 hours in, about 9k, something like that. Yeah, so we're going to get moving. Let's go. Wow, this is a tough, steep climb. It's practically vertical. It's so steep. I mean, that's what, I don't know, I'm trying to give you some idea of how steep it is, but obviously it's a staircase going up the side. Oh my god, I was racing, the sweat's dripping off me. Still got so much to do. Not even close to the top. Alright, it's fun, loving it. Wow, so having climbed all the way up this beast, it's a false summit. Look, it's up there still. Gotta climb all of that still to go. Teaser. The view is incredible, absolutely incredible. It's a beautiful day, absolutely beautiful. Sun's come out, we're reaching the snowy mountains. Getting to that point, Vida's back there somewhere, she's struggling to get up this one. Oh god, I'm gonna have a sit down and wait for an epic hike. This is brilliant, I'm loving it, I'm absolutely loving it. Hellies are out. I'm higher than a helicopter. That's good, isn't it? And he's gone. Wow, this is a beast of a climb up, this one. Okay, right, just want to flick. There's Ben McDewey, and we climbed yesterday. You go over that one, all the way down, and there's Cairngorm Mountain, which is that one. So you can't even see the Chalamain Gap anymore, it's buried behind this mountain, but we've come up over this one. And where's Loch Morlich gone? Oh, that's gone behind the mountain as well. You could see camp, maybe from the summit, which, oh my god, is still up there. We've still got to walk all the way around this ridgeline to get to it. It's a beast. It's a beast of a climb. Right, let's go. We're back in the snow, still trying to ascend this mountain. Its name I can't remember. Lacan something, whatever it is. My apologies. It's one of the toughest climbs I think I've done, and I've done a lot. I've done most of the big ones, and that is definitely a challenge. Definitely a challenge. I mean, I think we were moving like 45-minute miles or something insane. Like, it's really tricky. So steep. And you get over the full summit and it's just these rocks that resemble the Chalamain Gap. And you've got that for a couple of 100 meters upwards. Then there's snow to walk across. There's me baby. Yep. And you could ask yourself, why don't you go round? Because it's bogland and marshland and flooded and waterlogged. And the path leads straight through. So you got to do the path. Unless you want to get soaking wet feet. Which means a nice bit of sort of alpine walking. And we're still not at the summit of this one in the middle, let alone Breariach. It's still got a couple of 100 meters elevation to go. Yeah, this one's fun. Very fun. There's me. Come on, snow walker. Smile for the camera. Yee. You loving it?
Yeah.
Absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
It's a beast, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
A definite beast.
Definitely.
I got told off. It's Sron Na Lairig is the thing we're trying to climb. Beast. I'll tell you what though, now I've been told off and got it pronounced semi-correctly. There is an awesome view of Ben Macdui from this side. I am going to try and zoom in. And where's that trig? I just saw the trig. Way in the distance, there it is. See that little thing there? I stood on top of that yesterday. Watch that video. Because we got caught in a storm. We got caught in a brutal storm on the top of that came from nowhere. And we got hailed on and galed and absolutely drenched. Had to make a very hasty descent all the way down this one. All the way back down to around here where we were safe again. It was scary. What a beautiful, amazing view though. Absolutely mental. If you get a chance to do this, put it on your bucket list. It's well worth it, these two hikes. The Cairngorm Mountain and Ben Macdui munros, and then come over the other side of the valley and pick off another three munros or three munros or so, and back Breariach as well. And as I said earlier, there is a whole ridge line that you can follow and you can bag multiple munros, but it's going to take you days to do it. So bring a tent and a camping stove and make an expedition adventure of it. I wish we had time to do that. I could spend my life up here. I love it. Just gets better. Ta-da! Summit! Sron Na Lairig, whatever you're called. Done ya. Whew! Absolutely brutal. There is, looks like another one over there. But apparently, this mountain has like almost two summit points. Like a little one and a big one. And I'm hoping I'm on the right one. Because if not, we'll do that one on the way back. But we've bagged it, we've tagged it. It's sorted. The watch says I'm at the right place. So, there you go. Vee's been out, she's on her way up here to bag this one. And then we've got to walk back over all this rocky stuff, which is an absolute nightmare. Go up this path here, then all the way along that ridge line, and that bad boy there is Breariach, the third highest in the British Isles. Yeah, she's going to be fun. She looks bloody steep. To gain the extra 150, whatever it is that we need to make up the difference. It's going to be fun. The view is absolutely incredible up here though. I tell you, it's absolutely stunning. Stunningly beautiful. There's a big bad boy there as well. I don't know what that one's called. It's just a whole mountain range. It's just absolutely epic. God, man, you could spend years up here exploring and still not see it all. It's amazing. Absolutely beautiful. What a way to live. Oh, what a way to live. Here she comes. Come and bag this one. This is one of the points. And up there in the distance where we come from is the one where we went up first of all. Oh, I'm going to take some pictures of her on this one. Right, next stop, Breariach. Woo! So the brains of the group leader has just turned up and informed me that this summit point is 4 meters higher than that summit point. So we did the proper one. We did the real one. Yes, that's just saved me another 3k. Go on then, touch it for the camera, bag it, tag it, make it official. Boom, there you go, achieved. And we might be able to walk all the way around that ridgeline, possibly. It's going to add a fair few miles to it though. To be continued. Okay, we have reached 1,251 meters elevation. We've got about 40 meters to go, which means climbing up this ridge, and the whole thing is covered in snow. And it looks extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. I think the crampons are going to need to come out. And a little bit of possible recce to the right hand side, because I really don't fancy walking along that. That's bloody dangerous. Safety first, children. Okay, very slowly and steady. I do not want to fall off either side. I don't want to go too far to the left because there's a sheer bloody cliff. I'm going to use this trodden path. There's footprints already in it, so people have clearly been this way. It could have been days ago though, they would have just frozen instantly. We have seen a couple of people descending, so it looks like they made it up, and they didn't say it was impassable, so it's also a 1,200 meter drop to the right, and I'm literally on the edge, and if I slide, I'm fucking sliding all the way. So caution is needed. I didn't come all this way not to bag it, not after nearly 5.5 hours of hiking to get this far. Reader's still back there, just doing some kit adjustments. Oh, she's probably waiting to see if I break my neck first. Look how precarious this is, literally. Look, I'm on a 45-degree slope, and if I slip, I'm dead. Yeah. Okay. This is fun. Da, 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 da. The ice is like, it's compacted, but it's, you know, it's thawing at the same time. And on more than one occasion when we've been walking through the snow, your foot just disappears, and the next thing you know, you're up to your knee. Made it. That wasn't too bad. Now we've got to do another one that's even more precarious. I'm going to turn the camera off for this one. Crampons, yeah?
Such a difference.
Yeah. Get your crampons out, folks. Don't enter these mountains without them. Better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them.
So different.
Yeah, easier.
Much.
And a completely change of landscape once you cross the snow. So we've come across, I used crampons, definitely a lot better. I don't know if you can see this, look how deep the snow is. Look. I don't know how deep that is. What's that? 3 foot? 4 foot maybe? And that's just the bit I can see. Wow. Yeah. Alright. We need to get up. Oh, flicks it around. We need to get up there somewhere. I think there's another snowy bit of ridge we're going to need to cross first. Oh man. It has taken us almost 6 hours, 5 hours. 57 minutes to reach this bad boy of a mountain. Breariach. I want to touch the very top stone. Done. Bagged. Woohoo! It is absolutely worth every second of it. Look at that. Oh my God, I can see dozens, hundreds of mountains. I couldn't even begin to name them all. It is stunning up here. Absolutely stunning. Unbelievable. And it's almost 15k from Glenside campsite as well. They're bagging that other one along the way. So we decided to stay a while and have lunch on top of the mountain. And whilst we were sat here, we noticed that it looks like you can see the Grampian Mountains way on the horizon. And we're obviously in the Cairngorms, and that we were wondering how far we could see. So we just did some Google Maps in and stuff like that, and we think Ben Nevis all the way over there in the distance, which is, where's it gone? It looks like the tallest one around. That one there. Definitely looks like the tallest one on the horizon anyway. So it's possible that that's the highest mountain in the UK.
So we can see first, second, and we'll do that.
Which is Ben Nevis. If I spin all the way around, over there, there's Ben Macdui, the second highest mountain, which we climbed yesterday. And if I flick the little button and do that, that's the third highest mountain that I'm sat on the summit, having a sandwich. Hey! 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's well worth checking out. The next time you have your lunch, right, I want you to look what's directly in front of you, okay, and what you can see. And if you can't see this, yeah, then book a holiday, buy a pair of walking boots and get out there, because it's worth it. It's proper worth it. I'll leave you on that note. This bit feels very dangerous. I mean, the snow is hanging out over the cliff on the left hand side, and there's probably 3-4 foot of that doesn't even have ground underneath it. And then it's literally, if you slipped, you'd have nothing to control yourself with. You know, an ice axe would be preferable as well. And fortunate enough that there's only sections of it that are so precarious. Oh, well done, babes. Made it. Alright, now we've got to go across this one. So you got to be careful not to go too far to the right on this one, because it's a 1,270 something metre drop, which is, you know, it's a quicker way down, but it messes up your weekend. At least if you do slip and you slide this way, there's some rocks. Whether they'd save you or not is another matter. So to play safe, crampons are still on and following in the path of other people's footprints. Fun, fun, fun. There you go. Gets a little bit easier here. And then I think we're good. I don't need any more crampons. They do make it a lot easier to walk in snow. Even just for the ease of walking. There you go, and we're safely around the ridge line and where the snow is hanging off of it. Woo-wee. Yeah, man. Such a cool, so cool, loving it. So it took us from this point nearly 2.5 hours to get up to Braeriach, and it's only taken us about 50 minutes or so to get down, which is a relief. The trouble is, there's no path. You got to create your own at this point, and we've got to go all the way along this here, dip down, come back up to here. Chalamain Gap is over there, somewhere here, just under behind that. We have to dip down in the valley, come up, and all that to go first. Yeah, feet are hurting now. 18k in, 7 hours, 17 minutes. It is a completely different planet, yeah. So we've got all the way to the bottom of Sron Na Lairig. We walked along the river and we come to our option point. We could have gone up the hill back to the Chalamain Gap or carry straight on. We decided to carry straight on. We followed it all around the base of the mountains. That snow you can see in the distance. Yeah, we've been further than that. So we're now walking along, and it's a cross between stony path, tree roots and trees everywhere, or absolute bog, swamp, marshland and mud. And it's
How pretty is it?
It's incredibly pretty, I should add. Yes, it is incredibly pretty, and it's a different kind of feel to what we spent hours on today. We still think we've got quite a long way to go.
Relatively soft underfoot.
Soft underfoot, yeah. If you got your achy feet from going up, this is the way to come back. Definitely the way to come back. Okay, let's continue. Oh wow, okay, we're still plodding along. Sun is shining, I'm sunburnt, my feet are starting to hurt, not gonna lie. We've just passed Rothy Mercus Lodge, and I forgot to put the camera on, and it's back at the top of this road that we're walking on now, about 5-10 minutes behind us. That is at the end of the low level path, the route that we opted to take rather than going back over all the mountains and through the Chalamain Gap and stuff. And we reckon we're about 5k now from Loch Morlich, which is where the campsite is. We will have to walk around one side of it and through the woods, and then we'll be home. How far we walked so far, babe?
I am on
24.5k. How long has it taken us?
9:45.
9 hours and 45 minutes. Woo-wee. Okay, maybe another hour and we're home. Here, subscribe. Breariach. double munro bag, Chalamain Gap, epic expedition adventure. See you soon. We're out. Peace.